about sunrise? What about rain? What about all the things that you said we were to gain?
At first glance, most people may not see the connection between environment and economics. Yet, over 1,000 economists, policymakers, scientists, and civil society activists commissioned by the World Economic Forum have argued that the viability of one is fundamentally linked to and even dependent on the sustainability of the other. Government has laid out 5 strategic priorities for the 2013-2014 fiscal year. One of them is job creation and economic growth, and it identifies protection of the natural environment as a critical factor in the plan to achieve economic prosperity. The estimates of expenditure for this fiscal year supports that policy position, with significant budgetary allocations to several environmental projects and programs. Addressing climate change is at the heart of many of government's environmental policies. In fiscal year 2013-2014, $169.5 million will be spent on implementing the Climate Change Adaptation and Disaster Risk Reduction Project. The National Environment and Planning Agency, the Environmental Management Division, and Forestry Department are implementing the project with majority funding from the European Union. It should increase Jamaica's resilience and reduce the risks associated with hazards in vulnerable areas. Among other things, this year's budgetary allocation will help develop one database to monitor coastal ecosystems and other activities to protect the marine environment. Forest management will also be tackled, as well as river protection and the development and implementation of a fire management program. The project, which began in October 2010, is slated to end in December 2013. By June, government expects to complete phase 1 of a pilot project that's designed to integrate climate resilience in the national policymaking process. $7 million is set aside in this year's budget to do that. The pilot program, which got underway in December 2010, involves conducting studies necessary for the development of Jamaica's strategic program for climate resilience. The pilot project is being funded through a grant from the Inter-American Development Bank, with the PIOJ as the implementing agency. Linked to climate change is the issue of global warming, which is also receiving government attention. Jamaica is among many countries that are phasing out the use of HCFC, a refrigerant that's been found to contribute to global warming through the greenhouse effect. This fiscal year, stakeholders will be trained, necessary equipment bought, and public awareness activities carried out on the HCFC phase-out plan. The project is being financed by the United Nations Development Program and is scheduled to end in December 2014. And $11 million is set aside in this year's budget to boost Jamaica's capacity to manage chemicals in an environmentally sound manner. The money will support 2 global harmonized systems GHS projects at the regional and national levels. For this financial year, the money will assist in the organization of the regional GHS workshop. Under the national GHS project, 4 sector implementation plans will be developed this fiscal year. Legal analysis and review will be carried out and a public awareness campaign executed. The government of Jamaica, on a mission to protect Jamaica's natural environment as it moves towards job creation and economic growth.